Hi there, I'm Jill Allen, and this is Find Your Fierce, the show designed for women to discover your fierce, unlock an unstoppable mindset, build unbreakable courage, and completely transform how you show up every single day. Each week, I will bring ideas, methods, and strategies that will inspire you to step into your greatness and live life on purpose. Let's be fit, fierce, and unstoppable. Hey there, gang. Welcome to Find Your Fierce. So glad that you are here with me as we dive into a brand new episode. As always, I'm super excited about these next few minutes of our day because this just may be the fire you are needing to utilize the ordinary, the what seems to be boring and normal kind of day and steps. God loves to use the ordinary, you and me, and I have a feeling we're going to flip the script here today. But before we go any further, I have to ask, are you needing a speaker for an upcoming event or conference? If so, I'm your go-to. I would love to bring the Find Your Fierce message to your next function. And to book your event, message me at jill@jillallencoaching.com. And I also have to say that I just love that you're here listening in and spending time with us. So honored that I get to be a part of your day. You are all just so amazing, and I thank you for your encouragement, your support, and as always, I appreciate your feedback, your reviews, and I love that you share this podcast and the Set Free message with your friends and family. So if you could keep on doing that, that would be incredible because you are helping this movement as it helps reach more women and it impacts more lives, and that is certainly what life is all about. So thanks so much again. Okay, so let's dive in. Are you ready? I know I am. Okay, so there's this ending to the story you struggle your way through today, but it's an ending that you just do not know yet. I mean, you can't see it, what's ahead, but God already has it aligned for you. Okay, let me repeat that again. God has already aligned it for you. And here's the problem. The opportunities to step into alignment with God's story for your struggle, they don't quite look the way that you would imagine good things to look. I mean, you're looking for God's good plans in today's great news, but you likely won't find it there. God's good plans are typically tucked away in today's ordinary next steps. And I can assure you, let's take David, for example. David had no idea his chore of taking lunch to his brothers that day would lead him to his legendary defeat of the giant Goliath. I mean, he was just a teenage boy delivering lunch before DoorDash came along, and no doubt his faithfulness to this little chore brought his opportunity for his big move that changed everything, absolutely everything. 1 Samuel 17:17, it says, one day Jesse said to David, "Take this basket of roasted grain and these 10 loaves of bread and carry them quickly to your brothers." It was just one day, like all the other days, a super unimpressive task that David must not have been overly excited to do. I can probably place bets on that. But this chore was an opportunity to change the trajectory of his entire life. And before you, just like David, before you today are little chores. Little chores you didn't wake up excited to do, but it is your faithfulness in these little tasks that aligns you with opportunities for the big things you dream about. God never gives us a countdown to big opportunities. He doesn't inform us ahead of time, so we know without a doubt this next step is the step. Nope, he hides the extraordinary in the ordinary. You're not going to know when your faithfulness with the ordinary will unlock this extraordinary in your life. You're just going to have to keep showing up day in, day out for the boring chores of today and treat them like they're opportunities. This is like the flip of the script here. Opportunities for promotion, opportunities for next level living, opportunities for divine encounters and split-second perfect timing. And I know today just looks like an ordinary Thursday where you're doing the same thing you always do on Thursdays. But remember the day David took lunch to his brothers sure looked ordinary too. It sure seemed insignificant, not only insignificant, but honestly demeaning. It's like, here, you're not good enough to go to battle like your brothers, so you just go take them the sandwich. But his faithfulness with a sandwich led him to a smackdown we're still talking about over 3,000 years later. What if today held an opportunity for you that would impact generations to come for over 3,000 years? And what if it was yours to either seize or to skip? What if it was so ordinary you were actually put off by having to be the one to do it because no one else will? But what if, in God's divine wisdom, he has aligned the most epic of good plans to follow your faithfulness with today's opportunities? Imagine if we believed that. It's easy to read the famous stories in the Bible and not see how they apply to your life. It's easy to know the end of the story and miss the faithfulness with the ordinary it required. Think about Noah. Noah built the ark for somewhere between 50, 100 years? That's our entire lifetime of the same work, building the same boat, all during a drought. Every day required the same work. He received no awards, no recognition. In fact, he was persecuted. He was mocked. People thought he was crazy. But one day it started to rain, and that rain didn't stop. Noah's faithfulness in the ordinary, everyday work saved his entire family and every living species of animal on the land at that time. Genesis 6:14, Noah receives his instructions from God, and it begins with, make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Think about this. The ark would require 1,500 gopher trees. Those trees had to have been growing in the forest for at least 30 years to be big enough to use, and God was planning for Noah's obedience before he ever gave him instructions. God is planning for your obedience before he ever gives you instructions. Think about that. He is planning for your obedience before he ever gives you instructions. He has planted the forest believing in your potential to use it. There's a whole forest around you. Are you doing anything with it? What will you be missing if you fail to be faithful with the ordinary work of today? What if Noah would have quit when he was cutting down his 800th tree? What if he would have woke up on a Thursday morning and said, you know what? I am straight up tired of cutting down trees. I'm tired of dragging those trees out of the forest and shaving them down by the hand into lumber. I'm done with this meaningless work. It's not even raining. It's been dry. Noah would have missed the opportunity of a lifetime for him and his family. Every single day was a choice to stay in alignment with God's good plans for him. Every single day was a choice to walk in his purpose, although that purpose seems so insignificant when he's cutting down trees, shaving down trees, to piece by piece build a boat while a drop of rain never even falls. We know the importance of Noah's work because we know the end of the story, but Noah didn't know the end of the story on his 4,000th Thursday of getting splinters. He likely didn't see the opportunity in that day. He just saw the work. You only see the work in today, but there is opportunity here. Opportunity to step into good plans for your life created by the Almighty long before your first breath. And you can trust that those plans are insanely good. I know sometimes we hold back, questioning if God could really dream up a life that would have compared to the dreams we can imagine. For real, could you have imagined better mountains than God created? Could you have created a color more magnificent than the turquoise oceans? Or could you have painted a sky better than he does in those summertime sunsets over the water? Could you have created the perfection of your dog if you were working from scratch? God has proven his ability to create, and you can trust that he has created good plans for your life in the exact same way. The path to those good plans is the ordinary work of today. It is your faithfulness with today's steps that aligns you with the divine opportunities. Think about, are you guys single or divorced or maybe looking for a new relationship? And I use you guys as an example because I don't want you to give up hope, right? You don't know how this story ends. So you don't even realize that one day in the middle of some ordinary chore, you're likely going to come face to face with the man God designed you for. I mean, what if it's at the grocery store and you show up looking, like a hot mess and you have your face buried in your phone at the checkout line? What if this chore was your opportunity? Wouldn't you show up different? I know you've been going to the grocery store hundreds of times and the best thing you ever walked away with was probably the laundry detergent on sale, but your faithfulness determines your opportunities. Every single day is a choice to stay in alignment with God's good plans for your life. Every single day is a choice to walk in purpose with purpose, although you're not 100% clear on that purpose and today's chores seem so insignificant. But again, you just don't know the end of the story. You don't know when a sandwich can lead to a smackdown. You don't know when the boat is going to be needed. You don't know when, what you have done all the times before will be the time that changes all future times, that pivotal moment. But I promise you this time here today leads to the time, and you won't arrive to the time if you're not faithful with this time. So really, this time is the time because it's all connected. You just don't know it right now because you don't know the end of the story God already has planned. You don't know, but you don't want to miss it either, right? You don't want to sit this out. Will you look at today as an opportunity to step into alignment with God's plans for your lifetime? Will you show up? And it may not quite look like it, right? Doesn't make sense. There are opportunities galore in this ordinary day, and your faithfulness determines your ability to live in the opportunity, or you miss it. Are you ready to grab a hold? Are you ready to show up and do the ordinary? I know I am. Fired up. If you are wanting even more fire in your day, there's so much for you to do. So you can follow me on Instagram, snag a copy of my book Set Free on Amazon. Join us for the next retreat. We just got back from Dolly Sod's Wilderness, a 30-mile backpacking mission. St. Thomas this fall. Guys, we've been all over the place on epic adventures that allow us to step outside our comfort zone. Or if you're wanting to do your own road trip, we have you covered. You can hop in our Sprinter van that sleeps up to 5 and hit the open road. Super fun. Be sure to go to JillAllenCoaching.com for all updates and join the Just Breathe Facebook group. We would love to connect with you. Heads up on the next episode. I'm going to be completely honest with you, not sure what we are talking about, but I know it will be good. So be sure to pop back in next week. Thanks so much for joining us today, and I pray that we filled your heart with joy. If you could let us know before hopping off here today, that would be incredible. Subscribe, share this episode link on your social media if you felt encouraged or inspired, as we all know someone that can benefit, and I would love it if you would give some feedback and a review as well. Talk with you next time. Be fit, be fierce, be unstoppable. See ya.
This is the podcastfactory.com.